Hamza Igamane is beginning to attract serious attention once again, with fresh transfer developments now casting fresh light on what could be next for the Rangers striker. The 22-year-old arrived at Ibrox only last summer, but after a mixed debut campaign that still showed flashes of real promise, particularly on the European stage, his name is firmly back on the radar. While he's yet to fully establish himself as a standout figure in Scottish football, there's a growing sense that clubs elsewhere are starting to take notice. With speculation steadily building and interest from across the border mounting, a major update has now emerged, one that could mark the beginning of a pivotal period in Igamane's young career. So what has happened, and what teams are involved? Let's break this down along with all the other Rangers news from the last 24 hours. There is so much to discuss in today's video, so be sure to like the video and subscribe to the channel for daily Rangers content. But first, Rangers are exploring a move for England under-21 right-back Max Aarons as Russell Martin seeks to bolster his defence this summer. RFC News understands that Aarons is one of the names on the list of potential recruits at Ibrox. Reports in Spain have suggested that a verbal agreement has been reached for Aarons to move to Glasgow, but it is understood that is not the case at present. Aarons spent the second half of the season on loan at Valencia. He moved to Bournemouth from Norwich City in a £7 million move in August 2023. Rangers have been linked with several players already this summer, as Kevin Thelwell, the new sporting director, works alongside technical director Dan Purdy to strengthen Martin's squad following his appointment as head coach. RFC News previously reported interest in centre-back Cameron Burgess. The 29-year-old has instead clinched a move to Swansea City after interest from Ibrox cooled after the departure of former technical director Niels Koppen. It is understood that the change of recruitment staff has also seen Josh Mulligan fall down the list of targets. RFC News revealed over the weekend that Martin was considering an approach for defender Harry Darling. The 25-year-old has worked with Martin at MK Dons and Swansea, but he committed his future to Norwich by putting pen to paper on Monday night. Martin will look to add strength and depth across his squad as he prepares for the new campaign. Rangers return to pre-season at Auchenhowie next Monday and have a Champions League qualifier to play next month. The interest in Aarons shows Martin's eagerness to recruit competition at right back. The new boss addressed the situation with captain James Tavernier when he was unveiled at Ibrox last week. First and foremost, he'll be important in terms of explaining to me and having a discussion about the last 2 years, his thoughts on the team, Martin said. His thoughts on what we're going to bring and how the players will feel about that. I think to play here for as long as he has, to be captain for as long as he has, takes a lot of energy. It's not easy. I've been at a club where sometimes you're the one who's been there the longest and you end up getting criticised a lot because you've been there the longest. You're an aging player and all that stuff. I think he's been so important for this team and this club on and off the pitch, and I'm looking forward to chatting in more detail with him and speaking to him about it all. Then how much he gets used on the pitch will be down to Tav, and how he trains and how he plays, the same as every player. Now in some huge Hamza Igamane news, Everton and West Ham are both eyeing what has been described as a potential gamble in their pursuit of Rangers striker Hamza Igamane, sources have revealed. The 22-year-old Moroccan may not have lit up the Scottish Premiership in his debut campaign, but flashes of genuine promise, especially in Europa League clashes against English and continental opposition, have caught the attention of top-flight scouts. Brentford are also understood to be monitoring the situation closely as interest in the forward gathers pace. Despite questions lingering over whether Igamane can make the leap to Premier League level, those behind the scenes believe the reward could far outweigh the risk. The forward finished the 2024-25 season with a respectable tally of 16 goals and 3 assists from 46 appearances across all competitions. While he started in 29 of those matches, Igamane often operated in the shadow of Cyril Deza, Rangers' more experienced marksman, who netted 29 times during the campaign. Still, considering Igamane only arrived at Ibrox last summer for a modest £1.7 million, the Scottish club now find themselves in a strong position to bank a significant profit should a deal materialise. Everton's need for attacking reinforcements is pressing, with Dominic Calvert-Lewin heading for the exit and Armando Broja returning to Chelsea following a lacklustre loan spell. The Toffees are scrambling to bolster their front line. West Ham, too, are reshaping their attacking options. Danny Ings is set to depart on a free transfer, while Mikel Antonio remains sidelined following his 2024 car crash, leaving the Hammers short of firepower. In that context, Igamane emerges as an intriguing proposition. Raw, unproven at the Premier League level, but brimming with potential. Whether Everton or West Ham are willing to roll the dice remains to be seen. In other news, forgotten Rangers flop Jose Cifuentes looks set to return to Ibrox for the new season after Aris Thessaloniki missed the extended deadline to make his loan deal permanent. The Ecuadorian international was a key player for Aris during the season and made 29 league appearances as he helped them qualify for Europe. Aris initially inserted a clause in his loan deal, which stated they had first option to sign him before the end of May for £3 million. But they indicated to Rangers they could not afford the fee and were given an extra 2 weeks to negotiate a deal with the Ibrox side to either extend his loan deal or sign the 26-year-old permanently on a reduced fee. However, reports in Greece have suggested Aris have now given up on Cifuentes and instead turned their attention to former Greek international midfielder Konstantinos Galanopoulos, who has just been released from Cypriot outfit Apoel. That would mean a return to Rangers for Cifuentes, who still has 2 years of his contract to go following his £1.2 million transfer from Los Angeles FC in 2023. Finally, Rangers fans are going to love Kwame Poku if he does end up signing, according to Peterborough Director of Football Barry Fry. Rangers are one of several, believed to be up to 30, clubs interested in doing a deal for posh winger Poku with his contract expiring. He would be able to move to Scotland on the cheap, around £300,000, due to cross-border rules, while English clubs interested would have to stump up significantly more. The 23-year-old had an outstanding season in League One with 23 goal contributions, and that attracted the attention of the likes of Birmingham, who are championship-bound and have cash to spend. Rangers hope to land the player to replace Václav Černý though, and if they do, supporters will be in for a treat, says Fry. The Peterborough chief told the media, Kwame's top draw, the Rangers fans would absolutely love him if he went up to Scotland. He's a very, very skillful player, a very exciting player. He gets the ball and you get on the end of your seat. You expect things to happen when he is in possession. I think wherever he goes, he'll be a fan's favourite because he's such an exciting player. But he scores goals too and creates them. He's a lovely lad and I've really enjoyed him being at the club. But that is all for today's video. Thank you for watching. I hope you did enjoy. If you did, please drop a like on the video and subscribe to the channel for daily Rangers content. We post all the latest Rangers news every single day, so make sure you join our fast growing community so you never miss out. Thank you. I'll see you in the next video.